on my fancy cards, we've got some quick fire questions
got cue
to kind of finish us up.
Amazing.
Them.
They're dope.
Yeah,
very
call
cool.
them my Ant and Deck cards because there's never anything written on them, but they carry them around everywhere.
Wait, you've got to show me one of the paper sides now. You have to. It's a legal requirement. I demand it.
No, there are questions. Look, there is writing on them.
Okay. That would be baller as hell if you're like, yes, blank. Let's go. What next? Always keep them guessing. Oh, no, okay, fair enough. Oh dear.
What or who has been the biggest influence on your tech career?
Oh. He's gonna hate me for saying this, but I already said his name during the thing. A wonderful mentor called Graham Bryan, who was the senior Android developer that at Very Group when I first joined, when I had no idea what I was doing, and he, begrudgingly or not, took me under his wing and basically taught me most of everything that I know, not even from Android, but all around stuff, and was a great supporter. And now obviously I get the privilege of calling him one of my very close friends. So that's my answer there. I guess if anyone's listening, find a mentor, find an individual that you can spend time with physically or remotely and learn from them, absorb their knowledge. It's good, right?
Couldn't agree more. And just for the record, the Tech Locker provides mentoring and coaching services at info@thetechlocker.net.
Nice.
Thank you for that. Greatest achievement?
Does it have to be a tech answer or not?
I'd prefer it, given it's about tech.
Okay. Wow. Flip. Okay. Am I allowed to say like something to do with my conferences? Like
absolutely,
the
go with it.
Okay, so I guess my greatest achievement is like being the keynote speaker for a DroidCon event more than once, I think. So that's one of my biggest achievements. Really honored and grateful to be given that responsibility to whichever idiot decided they should trust me with that stage. That's their fault.
I was going to pass no comment, knowing full well you'd do it yourself. So no, that is that is an honor, though. You know, that's superb, and you know
Absolutely.
You don't get there because you don't know your gig. So, and I tried to give you the big sell in the intro, and it was justified because that's where you are. Harshest lesson.
I actually have something for this. And I'm just trying to remember if you were at the Very Group then when this happened. I was the reason for a pretty massive hack in the Very Group, and lost overnight the company a mega ton of money. This was years and years ago, so it's totally fine now. But when I was first learning, I had put into version control an API key for an AWS API key. So, and it went through Jenkins, which is what we were using for our CI/CD at the time. And Jenkins was, even back then, was known to be horrendously vulnerable. Anyway, our Jenkins box got hacked. Our Jenkins instance got hacked. The API key was sniffed out of the files that I'd versioned like an absolute moron. And they started mining crypto, some form of crypto coin on our AWS instances, and racked up a bill of like 10 grand or something like that. And the next morning, I got called up like, Ben, you need to just have a conversation with the security guys here. I'm like, and bless them, everyone was really lovely about it because I was a complete idiot then. I'm still an idiot now, but then I was even more of an idiot. But I had a sit down lesson where I had it explained to me not to version control secrets. So harshest lesson learnt. Expensive, not for me, thank God.
It's a good one. I think for anyone watching this, Ben's he's a bit like Kaiser Soze. You know, he kind of comes across as a little bit. A little bit slightly chaotic at times, but it's all a big act. He knows exactly what he's doing. Perhaps not to the tune of losing the business a lot of money, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
Bless you. Too kind. Too kind.
What I'm looking forward to this one. What would be your advice to younger Ben?
Ooh. Damn. Okay. One very quick tip I would have loved to have given my younger self when I started coding was often we'll need to like copy and paste things from Stack Overflow, right? That's something that happens a lot in the developer world. And my top tip would be, if you need to do that, you need to get some logic from there. Never copy and paste it. Instead, have it on the other screen or wherever it is, the solution that you want to, and type it out over instead. Like, probably thinking like a massive waste of time, but there's I learned this from somebody else, can't remember who. The mental difference is absolutely wild. Like, in terms of like learning, like if you ever need to do that thing again, the fact that you typed it out, you're breaking it down bit by bit, you understand, oh, that's what that new keyword does, or, oh, I'm typing out, as opposed to copy and paste and sort of, not really knowing, not really having parsed that information yourself. Yeah, that's a huge tip. Anyway, so that's just like a Cody tip.
And last one, this is the locker room. And so we ask everybody, what is in your locker that makes you a success?
Whoa.
And you can't say your little box of mini robots.
Oh, but that is what makes me successful. Damn it. Okay, I would say I've remembered the hang on, I'm going to write the other answer, by the way. I remembered it. Okay, now I'm just writing that for myself. What makes me successful, I think, and I don't intend to be big-headed here, it's just me trying to be as open and honest as possible. I think one of the things that sets me apart from a lot of sort of engineers and developers is the ability to communicate and confidently present my ideas and myself. I think for me, that's like my red line, right? Like, if I was just doing this job, like a development job, and that was it, I didn't get to go to conferences, I didn't get to I don't know, present ideas, I didn't get to talk or record or whatever, right? Then it's not for me, right? I love it, but it has to have the human element for me. So I think for me, my superpower, or the thing that's in my locker, is it's not entirely like, maybe it is like, it's confidence, because sometimes I don't have the right answers and I confidently say something stupid, which isn't always good, but I guess I do have some amount of skill from my years of doing it. So hopefully most of the time I say the right thing. But yeah, confidence in order to communicate. And I think I'd love to see more developers doing that, like communicating more openly, more confidently, because they're all the developers I've met are absolutely genius, brilliant, wonderful people, and their ideas are fabulous, and everybody has their own story. Everybody's got a story, and it's a shame that people maybe don't have the ability or the capacity to share their story, and I just think that's sad. So yeah, I think maybe that's my locker thing.
What was you remembered your other thing? What was it?
Oh yeah, I wrote a comment, thank goodness, because I'd forgotten it again just now. The question itself I've quite forgotten, but it was, advice. What advice? And it's going to sound really cheesy, but it is entirely necessary, and that's the ability to network, or get going with networking in any form. Like, LinkedIn is absolutely fabulous for networking. The fact that I'm even sitting here on your wonderful show is because of, well, essentially networking, right? We used to work together. We haven't spoken many years. LinkedIn, networking, yada, yada, yada. Getting jobs, like my job at Very was got via networking. My job at Babel via networking. Attending conferences and being elevated to keynote speaker and all that kind of stuff. Network constantly. Everybody, in my opinion, needs to be able to do that. And if I had to give younger Ben advice, it would be to do that sooner. I could be, I don't know where I would be, but like, if I'd have got started with networking sooner, and instead of just getting my head down and like, just code for a living, whatever, get networking, go to events, go to the meetups, meetup.com to learn new things, go to conferences, meet people, connect with them. It's absolutely incredibly valuable, and I'm sure you'll probably say the same thing, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, what's the expression? Your network is your net worth. It's it's snappy as that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's true. Like you say, it's kind of not what you know, it's who you know in a lot of cases, and especially in current climate as an engineer, you know, there are a lot, sadly, of businesses going under. And the beauty of LinkedIn, as I posted only the other day, is that there's always someone wanting to help, whether that's them directly or whether they can open up their own broader network to help people who need it. And I think as an industry, as a technology industry, we are super supportive of each other. There's no kind of hiding your homework. You know, I'm not that. No, we're not like that as an industry, and I love that. I absolutely love that in technology we are there for each other. It's a proper community, and that's fantastic. So 100% agree. We are done, Ben. That has been one of the best hours of my life, quite frankly. That's been super entertaining. Thank you so much for giving up a chunk of your time to come and talk to us and share your insights, your stories, some personal experiences, and probably and certainly bringing a smile to anybody of my 14 subscribers who will be watching this. Hopefully we can ramp that one up a little bit.
Hell yeah. Thank you, by the way, for having me. Like, the honor is all mine. Thank you for the opportunity, and it's been wonderful. The time has just flown by. Crazy. Great conversation. Well, we talked about all sorts of things: AI, politics, other things.
It all, man. Crazy. Covered it all. I have no idea where to even start on the edit on this one, but you know, start I will. It might take me about a month, so you know, a little while before we see this one go live, but it will get there. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. Come back to the locker, subscribe, like, leave comments for Ben, leave comments for all of us. You know, I'd love to get feedback on everything we're doing, anything you'd like to see different. And if you want to come on the locker room, you know, by all means, please do so. But for now, until next time, take care, everyone. See you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Ben. Ben, say goodbye.
Thank you, Ben. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Wait. Bye.